Today I have some interesting news to share about one of my most anticipated upcoming devices, the OnePlus V Fold. And to tell this story, to go through this, we need to go back in time a little bit because some things were already out there that maybe we didn't know exactly what we were looking at, but now it seems as though we do. All the way back in February, a very highly renowned leaker of tech things, Digital Chat Station or Digital Chatter, you may see their name being used like that. They posted something on the Chinese social media website Weibo talking about a new Oppo foldable. This was the original post here. Oppo PHN110, Huawei. Okay, we're going to skip to this part. These three large size flagship folding phones, we can imagine, keep in mind this has been translated from Chinese, so I'm going to have to paraphrase a little bit, are 50 megapixel large main camera and periscope. So we're talking about a zoom lens, something like what the S23 Ultra has, a periscope zoom lens. And then honestly, I'm not sure what this last sentence is supposed to mean. But at any rate, back in February, Oppo PHN110, it's a foldable phone with a 50 megapixel camera and a periscope zoom lens. Reasonably, quite reasonably, all of us assumed this was going to be the sequel to the Oppo Find N2, the Oppo Find N3. And that made a lot of sense. It's Oppo, it's a folding phone. Specs sound about right. Yeah, this all makes sense. There was another post shortly in that, right in that same time frame, where they talked about resolution, screen resolution, 2268 by 2440p, 120 hertz, and then a 4805 milliamp hour battery. So a fairly large battery, pretty high resolution screen, 50 megapixel, Hasselblad. Okay, so this was just more information about this same device that we assumed was the sequel to the Oppo Find N2, which you can see here. Great looking device, a device that I've definitely wanted to check out. But based on a post that DCS just made on Weibo, this does not seem to be accurate. It does not seem to be the case. Let's look at another post from 17 hours ago. OnePlus has been deeply cultivating the overseas market in the past few years, and the brand's high-end recognition overseas is quite high. So now some of Oppo's high-end line products will enter the international market under the name OnePlus. In addition to this cancel device, the folding screen of the OnePlus Q3, so the foldable phone OnePlus is releasing in Q3, is also the Oppo PHN110, which has the ultimate thin and light folding of the periscope. So it's an ultimate thin and light device with a periscope camera. And I guess I should say, it still could be the Oppo Find N3. It could be that the Oppo Find N3 and the OnePlus V Fold are one and the same. But bare minimum, what we thought was that it was just the N3, which is interesting, but not super interesting for those of us in these United States. Might also turn out to be the much more interesting, because it is coming to those of you who live in the same country as I am, the OnePlus V Fold. This is very, very exciting news, because not only do we have finally some concrete information about this OnePlus V Fold, besides the obvious fact that OnePlus stood on a stage, showed a folding phone, and said coming in Q3. That was pretty much all that we knew. Now we seem to know that it's going to have a periscope zoom lens, which is going to make the Z Fold maybe look a little bit bad. This has a 3x telephoto. Well, with periscope, you're probably looking at least something like 5x. This is also a device that's going to fold flat. Granted, the Fold 5 should also be folding flat, but it's going to offer something really different. It's going to be much shorter and wider than what we have with the Z Fold 4 and the presumed 5 by the time that comes out. This is going to be very, very exciting for all of those reasons, but also because OnePlus does tend to undercut the other flagships by a little bit. And if they can manage to do that as well, they may have a really nice product at a really low price. There's, of course, also all the rumors about the Pixel Fold, which could be coming in. What was the rumor? Something like $1,400 and coming maybe as soon as June, which would be absolutely incredible to see. As I keep saying in these videos, the folding phone market in the United States is finally set to explode. I was about to channel my inner Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson there. If you know, you know. You know what I'm about to say here, guys. If you want more coverage just like this, you got to hit that subscribe button down below. I post virtually every single day with the exception of Sundays, and I'm going to bring you this type of stuff probably quicker than almost anybody else on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. I will see you on the next one, and until next time, Stay nerdy, my friend.